Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope you guys are doing good, taking care of your family. These are very tough times, extremely tough time, absolutely unknown territory. No one knows what will happen. Some are saying that this will continue for long. For sure, that whatever communications I'm having with my resourceful people around June end is something which people clearly see is gone in our life, and seeing things recover in our life, in our business, people are saying that this kind of get extended to for a long period of time. So it's a negative environment all around. Fair enough. That's the way it is. That's life. But at least we can still talk. At least we have people around us. We can interact with them. We can solicit comfort from them. So that's the beauty of being a human being, that we know how to socially get engaged with each other. I think, friends, the best way to solicit positivity in this environment is to introspect, is to look back and see where we went wrong, and obviously to try to map a strategy for future. And the best way to start this strategy mapping for your future is to get into the learning curve, is to gain the knowledge which is required to design your future. And I think being a stock market participant, being someone who has been into financial market, has seen last two, three major up cycles and down cycles. I've seen that stock markets have always behaved like this, because it's actually accumulation of expectations. And when market sees some kind of uncertainty, then obviously people start expecting very bad things and market would react. But then it's always short lived, because after bad times people suddenly start thinking about the positive times, and then market recovers very fast. Not that I'm saying that market is bottom or market may not fall from here. In fact, in one of my videos last time, I talked about the fair value of market, what PE of market is, whether market will sustain at 7,800 or 8,000 nifty. Well, the idea was to tell you that these are the important levels where market is in right now, but doesn't mean that market may stop here. It can actually go down further. So having said that, it's about us, about the positivity which we can derive from the market. And the best way is to be on the learning curve. And I thought that there are a lot of questions which people have. I'm pretty much active on my social profiles, my Twitter, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, and people have a lot of questions with respect to markets. So I thought that I will start this smaller FAQ series where I'll take one question which people have already asked me, and I will give a brief understanding about what this concept is all about. And I'll try to keep it as practical as possible, because ultimately, one who will gain a lot of practical knowledge during this session, or during this period which we are going through, will definitely reap the benefit of being in the market with the right mindset, with the right knowledge. So one of the questions which I want to answer today is that what is an ideal trading setup for a trader? So someone who is trading in the market, ideally how the person should look at the market, what should be the tools to be used, how the tool should be, how you should design those tools. I mean, what should be the ideal trading setup for someone who is sitting at home and trading in the market? Now, friends, I've been into market for 15 years, as I've told in a couple of videos, and I run one of the largest prop trading desks in India. And I have seen, been an analyst and then been a trader and now investor and now been an entrepreneur managing so many businesses. I've realized that every activity has to be complemented with the relevant tool. So if you don't try to incorporate a specific tool for that specific activity, because each activity has an objective and each tool is there to satisfy that objective. If you do too much around a single tool, then at times you just lose the essence of that tool. So with that in mind, I have personally classified my whole day into broadly three aspects, three part. One is during the market, and in market you have a pre-lunch market, which is more of a morning market session, and then you have a post-lunch, which is more of a closing market session. And then the most important part of my whole day comes after 6 o'clock. Rather, it comes after 7:30 p.m. when I'm done with my dinner, and then I sit with my homework time, and with my tool StockEdge, and that's where I spend most of my quality time in analyzing about the market. So you have a market hour, which is more about market price and how price is behaving. But then the real effective market research or market participation happens after the market data is updated in StockEdge, and I start my doing my homework in StockEdge for 2 hours, 2.5 hours in a day in the evening. Okay. Now, if I have to give you the perfect trading setup, I'll share the setup which typically I use, and hopefully you will get the benefit of that setup. So for my intraday working, I use this tool called TradingView. I think TradingView is one of the best technical tool available in the country right now. In fact, globally, it's one of the largest global technical trading tool. And I would seriously recommend all of you. I'm not an agent of TradingView, but because I use it and I find it to be very effective, I would suggest you guys to use TradingView. A lot of brokers are also providing TradingView setup, but mind you guys, TradingView setup provided by brokers will always have limited features. If you have taken TradingView directly from them, then obviously you get access to a whole lot of features which this platform offers. How do you sign to TradingView? Just join for free, or you sign in if you already have an account. Like I already have an account, so I will sign in. I've already taken a paid version of TradingView. It's not very expensive. I think it's around 7,000 rupees for a basic pro version per year, which is not a very big amount if you consider the kind of value they are adding. So in TradingView, I have designed my own chart template, and I am a kind of a trader who believes in trading in only limited number of scripts. Okay. My style of trading is that I want to restrict myself to those 10 to 15 stocks which whose business I understand. Now, this is an important concept. First, I want to discuss this concept with you guys before I go to TradingView. So there are a lot of friends who have come into the market in last 5 months to 2 years, and they've not been able to really crack the code of market, money making from the market. And they keep on asking me this question, yeah, on Twitter or other platform that, Sabi, I'm not making money, I'm losing money. One common problem which I see among all of them is they are here and there. The guys are everywhere. They are trading this stock, they are trading gold, they are trading crude oil, they are trading Nifty, they are trading Bank Nifty, they are trading everything. Now, this is, I think, the biggest problem of today's market participant, that they are in a hurry to trade. What I suggest is, and please take me seriously, because stock market is not just about technique. You can learn technical analysis, you can learn how to trade through various platforms. But the problem is that the real test of character comes when you trade. And when you trade, your temperament actually has a larger role to play than your technique. You agree to this? Mark my words. Your temperament has a larger role to play than your technique. So most of us have been busy continuously in learning about the techniques. So moving average, what is moving average? What is RSI? What is MACD? How does the breakout happen? Oh, fine. All these are important to be learned. And that's 30% of your work done. But 70% of the work is the temperament. How will you learn temperament? There are different ways of learning temperament, and temperament is actually directly related to your habit, right? Friends, just sharing a thought with you. Our mind is very powerful. Don't you think so? Our mind is extremely powerful. That's why we are the most superior animal in this whole planet. Why? Because our mind is very powerful. We have been always focused on the conscious mind, always trying to train the conscious mind, training through these technical terms, training through, say, other areas, like always constantly cushioning our conscious mind. But seldom we think about the subconscious mind. And a good trader is someone whose subconscious mind is far superior than the conscious mind. Mark my words. Am I right? Yes. There is a concept globally, and it's now widely accepted as a scientific concept. It's called trading guts. So when you are actually trading in the market, you develop a gut feeling. You must have heard from people, my gut is saying that market will go up. My gut is saying this stock will go down. Why? That is the gut which a trader develops over a period of time. And it is the power of subconscious mind which actually helps a person to create that kind of a gut, right? So have you put an effort to develop your subconscious mind? Think about it. Don't answer me. Think about it. How much effort you have put to develop your subconscious mind? Let me give you a plan of action. And can you follow that plan of action? Let me see. Let me give you a plan of action. If you are new to the market, or if you have not been able to crack the money making code of the market, this is the formula for you. This is an action plan for you. Can you follow it? Let's see. For the coming 6 months, just take one instrument. One instrument. It could be any stock, it could be any index, it could be gold, it could be copper, it could be anything, but only one instrument. So if you are, say, deciding that I will trade only, say, Reliance Industries for the coming 6 months, that means morning you're looking at Reliance, lunch you are having with Reliance, evening snacks you're having with Reliance, dinner you're having with Reliance, and you're sleeping with Reliance, right? So that midnight, if I wake you up and if I ask you that afternoon 1 o'clock, what happened to the price of Reliance, you will be able to tell me in your deep sleep that someone came and bought so much quantity of Reliance at 1:10 in the afternoon. Can you do that? Can you do that? If you can do that, that's the way you are training your mind. That's the way you are giving a rule to your mind. You're giving a perfect formula to your mind. For one stock, only 6 months. It's a very tough task because you will have so much noise. You will have a lot of jokers playing T20 in various media channels. You will have research ideas. You'll have tip providers. You'll have brokers trying to tell you, Lele, do this, do that. Don't do that. Keep your mind close. Don't be in temptation to trade. You will have discount brokers who will tell you, so it's so cheap to trade, why don't you trade? Fine, you will have only one stock in your watch list for coming 6 months, nothing else. All right. Then after 6 months, take one more stock. After one more quarter, take one more stock. After one more quarter, take one more stock. So after 2 years, you will have how many stocks? 3 plus 4, right? That means you will have 7 stocks or 7 instruments. Not necessarily stock. You can take index, you can take gold or anything. If you can focus on only 7 or 10 or 15, whatever number you think is good for you, depending upon your experience of market. Like I've been into market for 15 years, so for me 15 stocks is good to handle. If you can restrict yourself to those number of stocks, trust me, my dear friends, I can write it down. You really need to be a fool to not make money from market. You need to be very, very, very uh, indisciplined person to not to make money from market if you don't do the way I'm asking you to do it. So restrict yourself to few stocks, track them only. And these stocks after a point of time will tell you, I'm falling, do you want to sell? I'm going up, do you want to buy? Do you want to follow that routine? You should follow. And this is my style of trading, which I strongly, strongly suggest to everyone. So what do? I actually have these stocks which I typically use for trading because I understand their business. If tomorrow you come and tell me that this pharma stock will do good, I'll tell boss, I don't understand the business. It's so difficult to comprehend how pharma industry works. For me, it's not possible. I will not add that stock. But if you tell me a stock whose business I understand, probably I will add. I will try to remove one stocks which is not giving me return anymore. But yeah, I can probably maximum handle 15 stocks based on my mental acumen and the pressure which I want to take. Okay. Now what do I do in this template? TradingView allows me to draw these two dimension template. You can actually have more, but the more you want, you have to subscribe to their advanced version. So their version which I have subscribed is a pro version, which allows me to have two. In this two, I have daily chart here, and I have a 120-minute chart, which is a 2-hour chart. Okay. Why I have kept 2-hour chart? Because it gives me a slightly earlier indication of what is happening in that instrument. And based on the daily chart, I can actually plan my entry and exit. I'm a very strong believer of this theory of relative strength in a stock. So I have this RS indicator, which is available in TradingView. So you can plot the RS indicator here and RSI, which quite a lot of you would be knowing RSI. And these two are actually complementing me in making a judgment about the probable price movement. Do I keep the price tracking very complicated? No, I don't. I simple follow the trend line methodology. If there is lower trend, a downtrend with lower lows and lower highs, I will be always on the sell mode. The stock will consolidate for some time, and after consolidation, the stock will give a breakout. So I am a person who believes in breakout trading. Whenever there is a breakout, I will participate with certain stop loss and with certain take profit. That's it. That's my style of trading. So during the market hour, I keep on scanning the stocks like this and figure out where could I typically get the breakout. And I keep on following the breakout price, and TradingView has this opportunity where you can actually set an alert of price as well. So you set an alert, and if whenever there is any alert regarding the breakout point of yours, it will send you notification in various platforms. It's a great platform to trade. I'm a founder of StockEdge, but I strongly recommend TradingView for your intraday trading activities. But this is not the end of my working. Till 3:30 I'm busy doing this. Post 7:38, that is after I'm done with my dinner, 7:38, 8:30, depending upon my mood, I go to my StockEdge platform. And now we have developed StockEdge web for you. So you don't have to really worry about doing it on your mobile phone. Even in your laptop or a tablet, you can actually use StockEdge web. In this StockEdge application, I get all other kind of data points which is required to analyze that stock or the list of stocks which I have. This is a night mode of StockEdge. Let me just try to convert this into light mode. Okay, this is a day mode. We'll be able to see this in a better way right now. Okay, so what I do in StockEdge is I'm not going to go through the demo of the tool. I have a lot of videos already recorded here where you can see the demo of the tool. So you can see all the videos which I have recorded if you want to learn about StockEdge. But the most relevant thing which I do is I go to my StockEdge, and in my StockEdge I have something called my watch list. In my watch list, I have added the stocks which I typically follow, and I see pictorially what's happening in these stocks. Okay. So all the parameters, non-price parameters also are getting captured here. And when I see that any stock which I have is also satisfying my other criteria, for example, SDFC Life is outperforming benchmark index for a period of 1 week and 3 months. It's outperforming the sector index for the period of 1 week and 3 months. And the stock has some technical indicator which is suggesting that this stock is doing something. Okay, then I will look at the delivery statistics of this stock, that what kind of delivery is happening, is there any price point where delivery has happened at a higher level. Then I look at news and any kind of deal which has happened, any kind of insider activity which is happening. Then I look at the open interest position in futures contract, whether with the increase in price or with the fall in price, new open interest is getting built up. This gives me an indication of the kind of position which the operator is taking in the stock. With this EOD analysis, I develop a perception about the stock, which helps me also when I trigger some kind of a trade on an intraday basis, or when I trigger the trade next day in the market. Not necessarily intraday. I'm not an intraday trader. I believe more on the swing trading. So I typically keep my position for a longer period of time. That's why I'm using 2 hourly chart and daily chart. For someone who is an intraday trader, probably you will prefer to use a 15-minute chart to find out shorter duration opportunities in the market. So that's my style, selecting number of stocks and only trading in those stocks because I have comfort trading in those stocks. There could be other people having different style. For example, one of the other style people use is to use various scans, which is available in stock. A lot of people use it. And when you use these scans, you get to see a lot of stocks which are meeting these scan criteria, and then you go into those stocks, do a bit of analysis, a basic level of analysis using StockEdge itself, and if you feel that yes, this stock is something which I can potentially get a breakout next day, which ideally you should because it is also satisfying some scans which has potential to give you breakout, then you add those stocks as in this watch list. So you can actually create a weekly watch list. So every Saturday do your homework, you add few stocks, then Monday you do homework, you add more stocks, then Tuesday you, so every week can be an independent watch list, and you make a promise that every week you will revisit a new watch list for that week, for the next week, because typically market, because of weekly expiry as well, and because of fund flow from one sector to the other sector, typically you see market, every week of market will have a unique set of sectors, will have a unique set of activity. So you can actually plan that way if you don't want to restrict yourself to only few stocks for yourself. But friends, I have been following a limited stock strategy for myself, and I would seriously recommend all of you to follow that strategy to make money from market. So this was a video, friends, about a trading setup. I'm going to record more such videos. This was a typical question which I got from people that, sir, what should be ideally my trading setup? And this is, I guess, the best answer I could have given to you. I will record more FAQs related to trading and investing and typical questions which people have asked me. And I will try to give as practical oriented input to you as much as possible. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have subscribed to our channel, Elearn Markets. Thank you so much for becoming part of our family. Bye-bye.